everyone, I'm Sabrina Meyers from Hot Hospitality Exchange, and I'm here today with my guest, Emile Leus. Welcome to my series, which is Event Profs, What's Next? And in this video podcast series, I'm talking to event profs from all around the globe, like Emile. I'm trying to find out what's happening in their world in this current situation. How have they adapted and changed their business, and what are they up to? He reached out to me after I moderated for an Event MB event just recently. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Emile, who's going to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about him.
Hello everyone, Emile. Emile from TV Workshop Singapore. I'm the owner of TV Workshop in Singapore, and basically we already started in 2006 in the Netherlands, and with film team building, making commercial, making soap, action movie. And in 2014, 2015, I shifted to Singapore because I love Singapore and I love Asia. I started basically with the same TV workshop concepts in Singapore, making film, making commercial, and slowly shifted to other team building concepts in Asia. And from 2018 onwards, also the beautiful travel company retreats for Singapore corporate companies to Batam, Bintan, Philippines, Indonesia, whatever they want.
All across Asia, you were doing team building activities and retreats and trips, for example. And they were mainly for corporate end clients based in Singapore and in and around Asia. Would be the best. And you started off as a production company?
Yeah, you're right. Originally, we were a video production company from the Netherlands. And the original founder is my dear friend Massa Ruiken. And I learned a lot of him also based on events and video production. And I was exploring the market also in Singapore. I saw, there's more to do in Singapore than only film team building. So I was thinking, Amazing Race is also nice. And
great
chocolate team building is also nice. So working together with local Singaporeans, I extended to other team building concepts, and also I love to travel. So without any knowledge, in 2018, I thought, let's organize company retreats to Batam and Bintan.
Exactly.
And I was intrigued by Indonesia. I love also Indonesia.
So obviously we've all been affected by COVID. How has COVID affected your business? Because obviously you're in the business of connecting real people in real environments live. So
now I have to say it was quite a shock. It set me to thinking already in December, and in January I came back in Singapore at the office in Midview, and then it started. All went down, and a lot of cancellations. People were postponing the inquiries, so there was a bit of a panic at my side, and also I think a lot of other event companies worldwide. Yes, absolutely. What to do next?
Absolutely, and this is what the series is about. It's about highlighting how different organizations have changed and adapted their businesses because they've had to in the current situation. So why don't you tell me a little bit about how TV Workshop has changed? Because I was really intrigued when you told me about how you have adapted to the situation. So let me know.
Yeah, that's a good question, because I think I talk about myself, but also with my fellow event companies and team building companies in Singapore and in the Netherlands and worldwide. We all had the same problem, and doing a business, running a show is quite a lot adapting to circumstances and be flexible. I was also sitting in Singapore getting a bit depressed, of course. So think, what's going on? Talking with colleagues and other event companies in Singapore, and basically, in 2019, I already had the idea following the trends in what's going on in the worldwide of events. And let's face it, we were already discussing online events and hybrid events way back in, I think 2012, 2014 already.
Yes.
reading at Skift and the online portals, magazines, and I was intrigued by the online team building. Yeah, together with my dear friends in Bangkok, making teams Thailand. Yeah, we started with online team building somewhere in April. I also have to say I also love Google.
Mm-hmm.
I saw already in March, in April, based on the keywords, online team building events, remote team building, and yeah, you know the keywords. There was a slow, it was going up, going up, going up, going up. I think, oh, go. And Google Trends, use Google Trends.
Absolutely.
It's going to start in March, beginning of April. I just sat down behind my laptop, website, and started to create the landing pages for online team building with the help of Making Teams Thailand. Yeah, and then surprise, surprise, let Google do his job. At the end of April, beginning of May, yeah, it started. Because I think also in Singapore, the corporate companies were slowly adapting, thinking, oh, we have to do something. Oh, yeah, hey, online team building, hey, that is possible. So we got the inquiries coming in from that moment on, and yeah, now basically we are doing online team building. Yeah.
And it's all different kinds of online team buildings. Give us some examples of like what kind of online team buildings do
Yeah,
you organize for corporates?
it's basically shifting from the popular online team building here in Singapore like Amazing Race, Treasure Hunt, Escape Room. It's all shifted now to online. So basically, when you look at the top five, are still the same top five most popular team building games for the last 10 years we did already. It shifted to online, and people love it to do it. So
I think the key takeaway here is, do your Google keyword research. It really does add a lot of value to when you're trying to adapt your business, right? And I'm so excited and happy that you said that, because obviously I live my life online, and it's such an incredible place to learn and get the information that you need if you know what you're looking for and the ways to look for it. Now, with less travel, less events,
yeah,
less meetings, sustainability obviously has been, I guess, positively affected because of the carbon emissions and everything, with their live events not being there. But I saw that your company organizes virtual sustainability journeys. And I was
yeah.
really intrigued. So can you tell us a bit more about that?
All the credits to my dear friend Mark from Loof, also from the Netherlands, living in Singapore, and he's the owner of the Lola Adventure Group. Mark van Loo, he has a resort in Bintan, Lola Resort. Mark was a good friend of mine, and he was also in trouble, and he was already doing the beautiful Safe Water Garden project, the sustainability project in Bintan, to be good for other people, and it's a sanitation project in Bintan to improve that for the local village people. In March, we already brainstorming how to create it online as a virtual sustainable journey. Yeah, we were thinking, we had the idea to impact people more, to create a buddy system online, to do online video making. So the people in Bintan, they do the job, but the people in Singapore, the schools, they can participate in it by buddying, by helping, by brainstorming how to improve. And so basically, the virtual online sustainability journey started. That's what we're also doing now together with my dear friend Mark.
I'd never heard of that before, and I thought it was really fascinating, and such a great idea as well, because with the live events and you bringing groups of people over, obviously there was this tangible way of giving back and social impact through events. And when you don't have that live experience, how do you then continue to do that? And this is such a wonderful example of how you can bridge, these kind of projects that used to happen so perfectly live in real life, and now you're able to do that virtually. So fantastic initiative there, and I'm so excited to hear about it. And I hope that it happens, with a lot of other organizations, and that it's not an end for them to provide CSR related activities, albeit virtual. There is always a way, and this is such a wonderful thing I wanted to highlight, especially in this podcast, that we can do things like this. So how has the shift from live to
Yes.
virtual been accepted by clients? How have people been, is it something that they're starting to demand more and more and more, or is it kind of still, you really got to work hard to kind of sell it to them in terms of team building?
Yeah, when you look at the future, nobody knows what's going on in the event business. Nobody can predict it. And online events, a new market. It will be an existing market also. And yeah, is it hard to get inquiries? Yeah, again, I strongly believe also in Google. We all get our inquiries by Google because they by SEO. So and in
Absolutely.
Singapore, but also outside Singapore. Also from Indonesia now and Thailand.
And that's the
Yeah,
beauty of virtual, is that you can service any client within that region because it's online. So, whether
yeah,
they're coming from Indonesia or Malaysia or India
yeah,
or Thailand or Sri Lanka or wherever, you have that capability to, once you have the system in place and your concept in place, you can just plug and play for clients from that
yeah,
background. So SEO absolutely is so key when people are getting that idea and then starting to
yeah,
search for it. You want to be the first one that comes up.
yeah.
So that is a great point as well.
I think it's going to be accepted by corporate clients or worldwide because also in the board, the way companies are organizing their own structure in business, it's more working at home, and yeah, that's going to change. And I think the travel industry will be the hardest affected because traveling by plane is not for sure not possible for the next 3 years, and the whole expat
That's
life
a
will
big,
change
that's a big forecast.
worldwide. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but I'm
absolutely.
still positive.
We have to be realists as well, aren't we? So that's, it's
Yeah.
one of those situations. So Emile, thank you so
Yeah.
much for your time. That was so great to find out, how you've adapted your business and that it is starting to grow, and all the online
Thank you.
optimization that you're doing in order to be able to be visible and still, run the organization and your business of team building. Any last
Yeah.
words in terms of advice you can give to fellow event profs
Yeah.
that are doing what you do, or in terms of navigating through COVID times?
Yeah. I've got some advice. First of all, yeah, for all the event companies worldwide, get up and stay positive and keep healthy. It's very important. Do meditation, listen a lot of good positive vibe books, listen to reggae also. That's a good tip
That's a good.
because it keeps you positive. I learned also a lot the last year. Just set your ego aside and start work together. That's also the main thing which changed now in the COVID-19 situation. You have to work together. No ego anymore. Ask your fellow colleagues how to do it. Just be honest that if you don't know how to do it, just ask someone else to help, because that's very important at this moment. Just ask. Do a good SEO, do good social media, strategy, campaigning, and yeah, just listen what Google wants. Nobody knows what Google wants, but just follow. Really, Google can help you to be present online very good by website or whatever. So keep that up, yeah, and keep following the trends in the world of events. Listening to seminars or Skift or whatever. Just keep yourself updated. Because the world of events is changing, and it's just a start. Another one is scale up. Don't think, oh,
Yes,
I'm based in
absolutely,
Singapore.
absolutely.
Whoa, Singapore is my market. No, forget it. The whole world is your market. So
I
sorry
love
for
that.
Singapore,
That's
but
fantastic. That's a
Singapore, get out of Singapore.
global.
Perfect.
Thank
So
you so much, Emile, for the fantastic advice. Those are some really, really great tips. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for being part of
yeah,
the video podcast series. And for everyone watching, I hope you got some great takeaways from our chat with TV Workshop and Emile. Stay tuned for more Event Profs. What's next? There's definitely more to come. And of course, follow us, TV Workshop, and myself, Hot Hospitality Exchange, on all social media platforms. You heard directly from Emile that you have to be online, stay visible, stay alive, stay positive. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.